But we were living in Northern Ireland at the outbreak of the last war. The authorities decided to evacuate all the children. When I arrived at this farm, they weren't really ready for me, so they hadn't got a bed. So I had to share a bed with a farmer's daughter who was about 40 years old with a black moustache. I attended the local school. On the way there, just for amusement, I used to have a wee on this big thistle. And of course, over a period of several weeks, it gradually turned back, withered and died, you know, so I had a greater respect for the power of we. The first job was with the co-op, and I was sent to the butcher's department. I had the job of killing any kittens because they were attracted by the meaty smells. During the sausage making, we used to prepare this paste and used to make it into little balls and put them on the windowsill to dry, and then myself and this other lad used to fire at youths waiting in the bus queue on the other side of the road. Near where we lived there was a canal, and on it was a barge that had fallen into disrepair. So I thought, good idea, see if I can blow that up. So I made this large bomb in a biscuit tin and put it on board. All of a sudden there was this mighty whoosh and bang, and bits of wood flew everywhere. It was after the war, and the GEC were manufacturing telephone exchangers, and they wanted staff to install them. So I came down to Coventry, and it was a 6-month course. And at the end of the course, they sent us all to different locations. I'd met my dear wife in Blackpool. We decided to get engaged, and then out of the blue came this job in Baghdad. So I left, it must have been about 4-5 months after we'd met, really. And I had a great time there, did a lot of exploring round, and it was a totally new experience for me. I was able to take the family to Nigeria, and the arrangement was you did 1.5 years there, and then you had 3 months leave, then you did another 1.5 years, and then you had another 3 months leave. We had a cook, a nanny, a small boy, and a gardener. We hadn't been back more than a couple of weeks, and we got this telephone call, we'd like you to go to Mauritius. When I came back, I joined the office of the installation department, and I did that job for quite a few years. So I left the GEC and went to Saudi Arabia for a year. The arrangements there were you worked 6 months and then you had a month back home. In 1980 we started riding tandem. We had some great times, and we also took up ballroom dancing, and we still do that in fact. We still have a fairly active life.